Hello everyone. I just want to make a really quick video showing how to make a Valheim moat. Now the moat is essentially a hole that is around your base. Now this hole here is way bigger than you need it, but I just want to show how to do this easily and why make one. First off, if you don't make one, you don't really need to make one, but there are times in the game where you don't really want to have to worry about fighting against enemies. You just want to build, maybe relax, even just stand by the fire. And being constantly attacked is quite obnoxious sometimes. So in these cases, essentially what you want to do is make a moat around your base. It does not need to be big. In fact, you could have a very, very small shack with a moat around it. And this will prevent essentially all enemies from being able to attack you whatsoever. Now, a few tips on making one. As you can see, it really doesn't need to be this big. We just kind of have been playing around in this, it's kind of like a test base. But it needs to be exactly this width here. So to make a moat like this, that is a perfect straight line where you have a nice wall on the edge of your base, what you want to do is essentially you take out your pickaxe and you dig straight down. Just keep digging straight down for, I don't know, maybe twice your height, so somewhere around there. So this is appropriate height, or something like that. Now at this point, once you dig all the way down, what you want to do is you don't want to dig straight perfectly. You want to dig kind of at an angle like this. So you're going to dig, walk, walk, dig, walk. And if you do this in a perfectly straight line, you will get what you saw here, and essentially a flat wall with a moat that is exactly the width of essentially 2 people wide. Now, what you want to do now is you want to make a square. So it obviously depends on the size of your base, but if you just make even a small square and you dig it like this, and you make a shack, your base will be completely safe. You can AFK in it all day long. And at this point, also, if you want, you can make the moat wider. Sometimes, for example, if your base is really close to the edge of the moat, a troll may be able to come over and throw rocks or something at the edge of it, but they still won't be able to hit it. So you're going to be fine, but you might take a tiny little bit of damage to your base. And this is really it. I just wanted to show people that it's very easy to make a moat. It can be huge, it can be small, it can be all different types. This is kind of what we have going on at the moment. It really doesn't need to be this big, but this base is completely impenetrable. And if at any point you do wish to just change this and you want to be attacked, all you have to do, as you can see, we're not done with our steps or anything here yet, but for example, if we add some rocks right in here, this now allows enemies to pass into our base and we will be raided and attacked as normal, and we can fight and defend them off right at the entrance. But otherwise, if the raids come, they tend to just hang out outside here, so if you want, you can fight them, but they will never come inside the base and you'll be completely safe. So I hope this helps someone. I know it can be a little obnoxious when especially if you're in a small party, to be constantly raided. It takes up a lot of resources, it takes up time, and you gotta make potions and things, and it's fun, but just not something you always want to be doing. You don't need any special pickaxe, just a regular one that works fine, and contrary to many beliefs, it also does not take very long to do this. So if you have like a small shack, just a standard little house, you probably have a moat done in 5, maximum 10 minutes. So it's not a big project. And if you have other bases without moats, that you could have that and just have one safe base with a moat that will be kind of your main stronghold, which is kind of this is for us. No other base we have in the game has a moat around it except this whole kind of giant territory here. So yeah, I hope this helps someone. If you're playing Valheim, especially in a small party, I really advise making a moat just kind of so you can relax and not worry when you're hanging out by the fire and just kind of chatting with your friends.